Hi everybody, Keith Barton, Senior Consultant with 31 Gifts, and today we're going to talk a little bit about organization and utility. Shocker. So the bag that you see right here in front of me is called the Zip Top Organizing Utility Tote, aka the Zout, and it's got 1,000,001 uses. Now you guys can probably tell that with the pattern I've got going on here, Go Giraffe, this would make a great diaper bag, but I've also seen it used as a car wash kit, a gardening kit, throw in some jumper cables and you've got a great survival kit for your trunk, or if you were to drop in this item right here called a fold-in file, all of a sudden you've turned your Zout into a fantastic mobile office equipped with your notes, your pens, and a place to even put your hanging files. But what happens when you need more space than this? What would happen if the Zout had an older brother or sister? Well, it just so happens that it does. And the larger version is actually called the Deluxe Organizing Utility Tote, aka the Doubt. I have actually, in all of my travels, have never seen somebody walking around using a Doubt, and I'm guessing it's because a lot of people don't know how useful this item is. But just like so many items that 31's got, you can actually find 1,000,001 uses for a Doubt. So a couple of features that I want to show you are very similar to the last bag I just had up here. On either side, you're going to have two very large mesh elastic pockets. Depending on if you're looking at the front or the back, and this right now is the back, you've got a large zipper pocket, and I'm going to stick my whole hand in there so you can see how deep it goes. It actually runs the length of the bag. If you flip it around to the front, it has a hook and loop tape closure, and this is actually where your personalization is gonna go. This particular pattern is called Dandelion Dreams. I kind of like things black and white and neutral. So what do you do with something this large? Well, if you're like me, you probably pull out your bed linens seasonally. It is June right now, getting ready to be July, and there is no way that anybody is having flannel sheets on their bed. So what do you do with those flannel sheets and those down comforters and all those heavy items during the summer? This would make a great bag to put those in and store them in your linen closet. You can see that when it's full, it actually stands up on its own. It's got quite a bit of structure if you use it correctly. And I have inside, just to give you an idea of how much it's holding, these are two of my bed pillows, two memory foam, full-size bed pillows. There's the first one. There's the second one. So this is a really large bag. But let's say you're not going to use it for bed linens. You're going to wind up with a bag that looks a little bit floppy and it's going to fall down. So how do you give something like this a little bit more structure? Well, let me show you a couple of different ideas that I came up with. If you are lucky enough to be familiar with 31 Gifts for a while, you know that the large utility tote is probably one of our most popular items, and it has a little brother that is called the medium utility tote. Now, a lot of these aren't available right now, but you guys can see right here that there is a stand tall insert for this medium utility tote, which is what's giving it some structure. So if you already have one of these, you could take the stand tall insert for your medium utility tote and put it down in your Doubt. And even though it's not gonna snap to the sides like it would on the utility totes that it's meant to, it will give your bag a little bit of structure and help it stand up on its own. And you guys can see that within that now, I have some mesh pockets where I can organize some things. That's one thing that you can do to give it a little bit of structure, but let's say that you don't have a medium utility tote. What are you gonna do then? And how are you gonna use this if not for your bed linens? This bag has actually been pretty popular for me with a lot of my sports moms, especially if you have to stay there in the stands while your kid goes through 100 practices in 2, 3, 4, 5 different games. What do you do? What do you need? So last month, one of our specials were these coolers that you could actually insert into a large utility tote. It's thermal with leak lock lining, so you can drop ice and drinks right down inside. And you can see that if I pop that in here, I've got plenty of room left on the other side for the extra hats, maybe your sweater, maybe your purse can go on the other half. Maybe you've got all sorts of different things that you need while you're at that game. And you can see just this thermal alone is giving this bag plenty of structure. Of course, if you are not lucky enough to have caught last month's special, what are you gonna do? Well, you are lucky enough to catch this month's special. And there are several different colors of the Picnic Thermal. Picnic Thermal will fit in there, do the same exact job as the last one that I had. And just in case you are maybe the scorekeeper or you've got work to do, in that front pocket, you can slip in your clipboard. In your side pockets, you could put in your mini zipper pouch that's got all your pens and things. And just like the last time, if I zip this up, you still have plenty of space for anything else that you might need on this side. The bag's got structure. I can see that I forgot to zip this pouch. And you are good to go. Okay, now just in case you don't like these dark black and white neutrals, there are several different patterns that you can get both the Zout and the Doubt in. And a pattern like this, which is called Patio Pop, would make a fantastic pool bag or a beach bag. Maybe not necessarily for the family, but just for you. You need some quiet time. So you've got your blanket, you've got a book, you've got that thermal in there because you know you're gonna need a glass of something while you're down there on the beach or down there by the lake. So if you have any questions, just like always, contact me through Facebook Messenger, email, or text, and I'll get you what you need. You guys have a good day.